On this episode of The Fan Base, we discuss the craziness in March. For some reason, that just doesn't sound right.
Oh, the madness.
Run it.
The Fan Base. Welcome back to another episode of The Fan Base. I am your chocolate host, D. Olive. And he is the one by my side, the sidekick, yes, the one, the only, Leo the Lion.
I'm looking for love, so I signed up on Grindr.
And dude, you signed up on the wrong dating site. That one's for gay men.
No wonder why I haven't been getting responses. They prefer bears.
This episode of The Fan Base is sponsored by Fish. It's March, which means it's the month of the fish. So we remind Leo that when he's dating, there are plenty of fish in the sea, whether straight or gay, for him.
With all of the cat videos on the internet, you would think I would get more love.
March Madness is here, and the big tourney is in full swing.
And Vegas bookies now have money to put down payments on flying cars.
The great thing about teams in a tournament is that every team has a chance to win it all. It's a fair way to decide the true champion.
I like to root for the Cinderella teams.
Everyone loves a Cinderella story. You get the mid-majors that get kicked around in the preseason by a team from one of the powerhouse conferences.
Those power conferences can be as ugly as a stepsister.
During the season, you can't watch them on TV because the big networks really don't care about them.
So they're left doing the dirty work, like scrubbing Dick Vitale's dirty diapers.
But then finally, they win their conference and get invited to the big dance. But the NCAA really doesn't want them there. They don't care. They need someone just to fill up TV time, which equates to more money.
And the NCAA equals dollar, bill you all.
Your slang sucks. Okay, let's face it. The NCAA only cares about the Sweet 16 and beyond. The last mid-major to win it all was Marquette in 1977 when they had a tournament consisted of 32 teams. Small colleges are just happy to be there, so they get more notoriety for their school.
A very, very small percentage of money goes for their schools.
But as soon as the party is over, the glass slipper will fall off, only to make the NCAA wonder, how did you get that slipper?
Did they get it illegally?
Were there improper donations of said slipper?
This pumpkin surprisingly turned into a carriage. Was that pumpkin transformed illegally?
What else did this fairy godmother give you? Yeah, we knew about the dress given to you before you got into the big dance, but we didn't want to say anything. We just needed to wait till our sponsor money came in first. Oh, yeah, we know. We know that your evil stepsister, the big powerhouse conferences, did the same thing, but they knew how to grease the doorman with some extra cash to let them slide by.
We have to remember that they are slave athletes. Student athletes.
One of the big tournament storylines that people are watching is Kentucky's quest for a perfect season.
And if they are perfect, they should be rewarded with a spot in the NBA Eastern Conference. For excitement in that conference for once.
The last team to do it was Bobby Knight's 1976 Indiana team. And the way they did it was that Bob Knight was throwing chairs at the heads of opposing teams.
In '76, that was perfectly legal.
Coach Cal is trying to really outdo the Indiana team in his quest for a completely perfect season. You know, he's trying to keep the perfect hairstyle.
He's trying to find that perfect tie.
He's trying to be perfect at a game of Operation.
He's trying to have a perfect night at home watching Golden Girl reruns.
He's trying to find the perfect shade of bluegrass in Kentucky.
He's trying to find that perfect cake that says, we exploit each other for a year before you bolt to the NBA.
Of a kitten relaxing in a sink. Not your finest pick, Leo.
I have one on my dating profile that's better with me in my birthday suit. I'll text it to you.
And just like Chris Borland of the 49ers, we're going to have to retire this episode early. Yep. I have to go and find out how bad my picks ended up for the tourney. Make sure you subscribe to our show on YouTube and like us on Facebook. Just search for The Fan Base Comedy. That's The Fan Base Comedy. So enjoy the games for this weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Run it. Fan Base.